Okay, Access Assessment 1. And you can see basically they gave you the data file is just a blank access file. So when you get ready to take your test, this is kind of what it's going to look like. Other than when you first open it up, you might have a data sheet view to create a new table here. And you can just close that and create your table in design view, which is exactly what we're going to do. Step 2, we're going to click create and table design. And it looks like we have 3 fields, an ID field, and the data type is number. Again, I'm just going to type the letter N, tab, title, short text is perfect, tab, and rating. And we're going to create our own lookup wizard for this. I'll click on the pull down here, choose lookup wizard, and we'll type our values. The first value is PG. Again, don't forget to use your arrow keys or your mouse to go down. Don't hit the enter key. And this is good enough. Step 5, make the ID field the primary key. So I'm choosing the ID field and making it the primary key. And a couple of things I asked you to do extra for all the assessments are to adjust the short text field size. So it looks like the titles, maybe they can go up to 100 characters. So I'm going to click in the title field. It doesn't matter if I click here or if I click here. When I come down here, this field size is showing for my title field up here, and I'll adjust this to 100. And then the ratings, I don't think there's anything longer than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters. So we can make this 6 if we want. And then we will save our table. I'm going to come up to the floppy disk icon, and we'll save it as movies. And we'll close it. And we'll use the form button to create a form from this table. I'll select my table, create, click right on the form button. We're going to go down to design view and narrow the width of the field. So that's these guys over here. I'm going to click on them one time and move them over. And it looks like it's taking the page. Oops. Sometimes it's a little tricky. I'm going to move this page out. So this is actually the width of the page. This would be white space over here because I'm having a hard time grabbing one of these fields. And I'll click this and move it to the 5-inch mark. There we go. And I can bring my page back a little bit if I want. And we'll save this form calling it movies. So I'll click here, and that's the name of it, and we'll say OK. Then we'll switch to form view. I like to come down to the bottom right corner and use the tools down here, and we're going to enter some records in here. So I'm going to pause this while I enter my records. So I entered all my records, and step 12 is asking to change the ID number in the first record. So I can come down here and click on this arrow that goes back to the very first one. And we can see here I'm on record 1 of 6, and I'm going to change it to 3185. And now we're going to create a query. So I'm going to close my form. And you'll see that it did not ask us to save because we had already saved it after we created it. Entering records, they automatically get saved. So if you close an object after entering records, they will automatically be saved. Step 13, in design view, create a query. To find all movies rated PG-13, display the title and rating. So I'm going to add the movies table. It's the only table we have. We'll add the title and the rating. And our criteria is going to go in this field here. Spelling counts, but upper and lowercase does not. And let's see, I'm going to come down to the bottom right corner to go to datasheet view. And there we go. All our movies are just PG-13. You should always make sure to open up all your fields. You can do a double click, just like you do in Excel, to autofit. We will save this query as PG-13 movies. And we're not going to do any printing. I'll just close this. We are going to create a report based off of this query. So I'm going to click on this query, go to the Create tab, click on the Report button. We're going to sort it in ascending order by the title field. So I'm going to click on the title field, arrange, I'm sorry. I'm going to go to my Design tab. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorting our report. So we will click on the Group and Sort tool. And we want to add a sort. And we want to sort in ascending order by the title field, so the title with A on the top, perfect. Auto fit the record count cell, so that's this guy right here. I come down, get 2 arrows and double click. And then we'll save the report as PG-13 movies. Let's take a look at it first. I'll come down here and click on report view. There we go, ABC order, okay. PG-13 movies, and that's it.